end up having so much stuff on one calendar that nobody can, if they wanted to find something, if they just want to find what was going on, they wouldn't be able to even find it.
When's the next meeting for our group? You know, even something as simple as that would be really difficult.
Would something like that be on the azfreepress.org calendar when the next time the folks that are in the group meeting? It sounds like, I guess that's a rhetorical question. It sounds like that's what you're saying we would put on there, and I'm trying to figure out why we would put that on there. To let people know who like our news, if they wanted to join our group, this is the time we meet.
And I'm trying to connect it with the idea of bringing the groups in, and that's giving us traffic and communication by bringing the groups in and having them use this as their central site to disseminate their news. Maybe their individual pages have a calendar, and we don't have to display all that on the main. But then nobody else is aware that this is when those meetings are occurring too.
I think there's tremendous value in having a calendar like that. I'm not trying to say that there isn't. I feel like, we've talked about this before, that there should be a broad coalition of progressive groups, and like this is something that they would have on their calendar when the meetings are, when Puente's having their weekly meetings, or when someone's going to have a protest for the war against women and stuff like that. It's kind of like what Charlie basically is doing right now with
Yeah, we've got about 30 groups, maybe 40.
Yeah. And but I also see value on like a newspaper. I think of like AC Central. They have all the fucking events for what's going on for the next 3 months on their calendar. So I can see something like that being value on a newspaper, whatever, our particular website.
You can use the tags for sorting and stuff like that.
My suspicion is AC Central doesn't really have a whole lot of community progressive groups.
No, you're absolutely right. They have.
Because they don't give a shit. Well, there are some other problems. Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of calendars we could be on that we're not on, and not just for Occupy, but for a number of groups, because you do have issues like you need to list a phone number, you do need to be in contact, you do need to be available. And at this point, my general impression is even when interviews happen where reporters want to talk to us or want to put us on a radio show, generally speaking, getting people to show up is not happening. Getting people to answer the phone, not happening. Well, I know, but I'm saying for a lot of those calendars, we can't go on there because we can't have a 24-hour available contact because there's nobody willing to be the phone number. And that's not just for Occupy, that is for a lot of groups. I don't
live stream this?
Do you not want me to?
You do for some of those calendars. You need to be accessible for questions, follow-up.
Turn it off.
With the Democratic website, for their
Ustream it.
They've got, LE15 meets this time, Dems meets this time. If you want to click on that, it'll go to the main phone number for that group, the main address for that group, if they have an address. Right. Most of them don't have addresses. They just have when they meet, and there might be a phone number for whoever chairs the meeting or something. I'm talking about more like a Craigslist. If you're running something on their calendar, you need a media contact person. Currently, when I ask people to be that contact person, no one's willing. That's the same for New Times. That's the same for Arizona Public. That's the same when we have people who want to get us on the radio.
Charlie, are you saying that we should have that type of standard?
Well,
I'm set up a calendar. Or are you saying
no? I'm saying that's a request to get on those calendars, is to have a contact that they can contact back to. I can't be that contact. Generally, when I ask other people to be, they're not interested. They're desperate to get on those calendars. What's the problem? I'm not worried about getting on their calendars. Okay. I'm just covering why we're not on calendar and what rules we have to want to be our calendar. I'm good with that. And I have no problem if someone doesn't want to put a phone number down because they have a meeting at someplace at such and such time. What the hell? It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have. The only issues I'd have
is if there's something
that
should be a standard. I was just answering why we don't do that currently.
They show up and there's nothing going on.
It's not our problem because we